it was two blondes in the back seat of a car.
Uh-huh.
And I don't remember what kind of car it was, but I was in the back seat with the two chicks, just doing my thing, having a good time with them, you know. And then I got woke up. Barb done that one. She come in there, you okay? I says, no, I'm okay now. I was okay until you woke me up. I had a good dream going.
Happy Saturday, May 29th, 2021, 10:29 in the morning. That recording was from May 7th, 2020, around 8:30 p.m. That's my pops. The crazy thing about this is, as I was editing that segment, that was like a 2.5 hour conversation. Right in the beginning of the pandemic, we're bullshitting. That's right when I started recording shit for Orion from like family members. My son. Anyway, as I'm editing that to put in the beginning of this episode, I didn't even know that was there. I was just going back through like recordings after I did the shit yesterday. Shout out at Go Home Johnny. That shit cracked me up. But then I was like, well, I got a whole shit ton of recordings, so I'm just gonna go through that and listen to see what kind of gold is in there. I'm playing that. I found that piece, that little clip, and I clipped it out, and I was like editing. And I got 3 versions of it. One of them, well, this one I cut off at, I had a good dream going there. The one before that was just my stupid ass laughing, and you could barely hear my dad laughing, but that was like 2 more seconds of just my big mouth. And then the one I was really conflicted, I don't know, I didn't know which one to use, the one you just heard, or the one where he says, I cut it off at, and then I woke up, and then I wanted to start the music. But I figured, it's my pops. And after the conversation we just had, it'd be nice for, Orion to hear his laugh. Yeah, he called me as I'm listening to this clip. I'm editing this clip. I'm putting it, chunking it up, cutting it to like, a nice little segment. My dad calls me to let me know next month he's going in around 10 o'clock in the morning to go get stents put in his heart, like 5 or some shit. He's like, yeah, everything's all good. I haven't talked to him in 6 months, more than that. Actually, no, I haven't talked to him since last year, May. That's the last time we talked. It was this month. So a whole fucking year. Over a year, we haven't talked. And it's not like I don't love him. My dad's got 2 or 3 baby mamas. I got like 7 half sisters in Wisconsin, or all over the damn country. I don't know where they are. I'm his only son, and then we got my sister, who's also his daughter. So he's got 9 kids that we know of, and he's like 65 or some shit. Dude was in the army for Vietnam, I believe is what it was. Like, this guy's lived a damn life, man. Anyway, and I love him. He's a good fucking guy. Like, he's a man's man. He didn't, not that I know of, did anybody wrong except for my mom. And some might say, she might have deserved it. She could be a little bipolar at times, the situation, I mean, who's not a little bit have a mental patient, you know what I mean? So I don't blame him for, I love the man. He's a solid dude. He's old, he's up there. They met at a factory. She was like 20 years younger than him, or 18 years younger than him. No, they were together 18 years. She's like younger than him though by a lot. And yeah, he called me. He was like, "I'm going to get surgery next month." Blah blah blah. I'm like, "You're not gonna believe this." And I played him the recording over the speaker in the van. I was like, "You remember this?" And he was like, "No." I'm like, "Yeah, this is what we were gonna talk for like 2.5 hours. We were doing some shit for Orion." And he was like, "I don't know. You're going senile or something." He still got it though. Yeah, and I'm telling you stories about he had the opportunity. His buddies were going to rob a bank or some shit. And he was like, he had some stupid ass reason. I'll find it to not go. Like, and if he would have gone, he'd have been fucking on the newspaper. He's got some shit. Had a dream of wolf. I was at this cabin with my mother-in-law, ex-mother-in-law, and a wolf got into this cabin. I don't know if this was on yesterday's episode. I can't remember. I think it's on the 40-minute one I had to redo because I was yawning too much and it was too many gaps. But I had a dream. I was in this cabin. This wolf got in, and we went on the internet to try to figure out how to get a wolf out of the bathroom. No, he came in the cabin, and I lured him into the bathroom, and I shut the door. So then we got on the internet trying to figure out how to get this wolf to get out of the house. Couldn't find nothing, so I said we're going to have to go in there and choke him out and then carry him out. Then I was thinking, well, what if like it starts making noises and then the other wolves hear it? Then they surround the house, and I thought that'd be a good movie. Anyway, wanted to get that out. There was also a dream where there was a bunch of fucking, sorry for cussing, newspapers, really high stacked, and they were all burning in the middle of nowhere, like back roads. Those are, I don't know in which order or what. I don't remember if they're on the last episode that I published or not. I don't even know if that's the right word to use. But they're memorable for me, and they were cool in the moment, so I wanted to make sure that that's out there in the zeitgeist of, if that's the right word, of imagination. But the damn synchronicity or something happened. I've been feeling weird about my dad. I've been like thinking I'm gonna get a call any day now about bad news about him. And as I'm doing this recording or this editing, and I haven't listened to this forever. It was literally just for Orion. Like, I haven't even recorded in a long time. It's just been on this thing, and I've had it in a drawer. And it was supposed to be, I told my ex-wife, I said, if anything happens to me, the thing is, it don't have a damn password on it or nothing. It's just there. And take it, download the audio shit onto the hard drive or something for him, and give it to him when he's 18, because it's vulgar, it's explicit. And I just like got back in, and I'm just using it as a microphone. Sorry it's so loud with the air. I stepped in. I drove the damn motorcycle in the station this morning. There's a real big puddle outside, so my right shoe got a whole bunch of water in it. Also busted my shit, slid about 3-4 feet on my left side trying to make a turn inside the station, and this lady was clapping and laughing, and I got back on the motorcycle quick, and I rode by with the handlebars all low and shit. I was like, that's how we do it. Fucking idiot. It's embarrassing as fuck, but hey, pull it off. That's how we do it. That shit was comedy. Anyway, so that's my morning. Still sober. Going on 15 days now. Tomorrow will be 16. I'm starting my carnivore diet. I didn't buy. Oh, I actually did. Got to work this morning, and the homie that helped me out last night picked up my pickups for me, so I didn't have to go back to the station. I saw him at the gate this morning because I got there at 7:30. I wanted to be there early because we're having one of the homies is having a little like Labor Day weekend party thing at her spot, and then she's got these like, they look like those Gatorade coolers that the sports, like football coaches get dumped on their head. She's got as many as it takes to play water pong in the cup size. She's got all those in red and blue, And when she said giant, like beer pong tournament or game or whatever, I thought she meant like just a lot of people are going to be playing. But it's literally giant. Like there's a big ass, she's got these coolers per cup. I'm hyped, so I'm trying to get out there. I've only got 37 stops today. Not drinking. I went to the bar last night because they had like a Hawaiian themed thing going on with a live DJ. He's the shit. I wish I remembered his name. He was cool as hell. It's the second time I've seen him. He makes it work. He plays that good shit. I had to roll out early. I was planning on staying the whole time, but it was like the fucking artificial lights were on, and normally they turn the lights off and it's just kind of like a cool ass vibe in there. And it was usually more packed. Like people are dancing. This time it was just like this older group dancing, and then all the other people just kind of sitting around. And I was sober, so I was like, well, I had 2 monsters. I had a good time. It was much more boring than normal. I would have had much more fun had I had a drink or 3 or 17 and a pack of smokes. I occasionally tell people that smoke, if I see them going to smoke or smoking and I know them, I'll be like, bro, let me hit that, just to test myself. And then I'll say, I'm just fucking with you. I'm good, thank you though. You know? Just be like, how close can I get to this line and still be right here? I'm still there, ladies and gentlemen. Still sober from the poisons. So anyway, I got to work this morning, and the homie, he gets in the van. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna drive you over there. It's raining out, you know? So I was like, I'll drive him over there. He tells me he's been here for a while, and there was only like 5 packages on his rack. And I was like, what the hell happened, right? He goes, well, their scanners weren't working this morning. Something's going on. So they've been way behind. Now we're going to be here till 9:30. And we were. Sorry. So then I get back to my spot. I only have a few packages on my rack. So I asked the couple next to me, I was like, hey, y'all want something from the Witch? And the husband ended up riding with me over there. We got breakfast, a bunch of freaking energy drinks and shit. Came back to the station, loaded up. I just left my place, but at the gas station, before I went to my place, I was messing with this thing, and the dude that hooked me up last night, and when I gave a ride to this morning, he was sitting there getting gas, so I parked behind him, and I'm editing this little clip of my dad. My dad calls me with this news about getting this stents and his heart's slowing down. He's like, it's getting old, you know? I'm like, fuck, man. Not only have I been thinking about getting bad news about you, I'm actually editing this clip right now, and I'm thinking maybe the universe is telling me something. I ain't got long or something, you know, with him. I told him when he gets healed up, he still ain't met his grandson, my son. And he looks just like him. They look identical. It's fucking creepy. And my ex-mom-in-law, mother-in-law, she says, my son looks like my mom. I don't see it at all. And then she says he looks like me, and it's not a good thing. I'm like, I did get your daughter, right? What the fuck's wrong with you? Anyway, sorry. Positive mood. We're in a good mood today. It's nice out, it's raining, but it's nice out. It's like 50 degrees. That's the perfect temperature to be delivering. And the overcast, as long as it's not raining, I could care less what temperature it is. I just don't like it super bright. I'm sensitive to light. And, well, I got transition lenses, but they don't fucking work. They barely transition, hardly ever. It's rare to see them all black. yesterday I was talking about the Gypsy Woman, the song, and I was freaking right. Brian Holland is a white guy. The one I was thinking of, my favorite version, the best version, is sung by the Impressions. That's the best version. Check that out. The Gypsy Woman by the Impressions. Song of the day. Anyway, I don't even know why that came to me. Oh, sorry. So I got the crinkle cut fries this morning. I got a breakfast sandwich. I got beef jerky from yesterday to snack on today, plus the hot Cheetos. I didn't finish. So got a little bit of those left. Less than a quarter of a bag. I got I think I got a liter of Dr. Pepper and a liter of Mountain Dew. Anyway, I'm hyped. It's a good day. Hopefully, I'm gonna check the weather. Hopefully it clears up. Asshole that shot up the rail yard killed 9 people in California, San Jose. He had 22,000 rounds of ammunition at his place of residence, and the sheriff's department said that back in 2016, I think it was, he had like been writing about his workplace and how shitty it is and blah blah blah. And then there's like eyewitness accounts of him letting people go. I mean, the guy that went to Witchwich this morning, we were like conversating about how maybe those people were like nice to him, because it said he was like kind of like a loner, or he just kept to himself. So we're like, maybe those are people that are like not like they don't bully him or something. Maybe he was like bullied, and that's where we went after specific people. But that's all speculation. I have no idea. But in my head, I'm thinking, because in the police thing, in the report, in the article, it said that the police said he was trying to kill as many people as he could. In that same paragraph, they said that they had people that were saying he was letting them go. So that's conflicting information. But then I was thinking, like, damn, that's a new breed of mass shooter. Like, the real strategic, like, I'm only after the people. I'm not trying to kill as many people as I can. I'm proving a point. You know? But the CIA is listening to FBI is listening to me right now. I'm not talking about me. I would never shoot random people. I am not in the U.S. military. Also, talking about the mass shooter in San Jose, California. So, not me. Anyway. Yeah, I'm not a drone operator. Sorry, I'm just being an asshole right now. I'll take it back, I'm trying to be in a positive mood. I am in a good mood. I feel good. Haven't had cravings. Last night I did want a cigarette, but it didn't affect me to the point where I was like, damn, should I leave? I really want a cigarette right now. No, I was just like, damn, it would be nice to have a cigarette. I'd smoke one. But I was around 3 to 4 people at a time, and it never occurred to me to honestly be like, hey, can I buy one of them off you? And it would have been so easy. Hey, I'll buy you a beer for a cigarette. Simple as that. I held this shot of Fireball. One of my homies, one of my uncles out there, he beat me in a damn round of darts. It was a good game, but he beat me. So if you beat me in darts, I get you your drink of choice. That's the gentleman's what do you call it? Bet, gentleman's deal. He wanted a fire. I was like, you want Bud Light or Fireball? He said, give me Fireball. So I went in there, got a Fireball. No questions asked from the bartender. Shout out my brother bartender over there, Big Remy. Shout out Big Remy. He won't, he didn't even ask me about it. I was like, he knows. He knew I was sober. And I was like, bro, let me get 2 waters and a Fireball. He poured that Fireball, didn't give me a fucking glance. Not a word about it, not a peep about it. I appreciate that. I respect that. It wasn't for me. That just tells me he might have faith in me. It's like subconsciously I feel the support, you know? Anyway, so I took it over to my guy, and I just walked away. I sat there, I had nothing but 2 Monsters and probably 7 or 8 water bottles. And then I went home. This guy kept looking at me because I kept watching this woman dance, and then I found out later that I think she was with this guy, and he kept looking at me. Like, I would just catch him looking at me because I was people watching hardcore. I was sitting in the corner by the entrance. In case anything were to pop off, I got quick action, you know what I'm saying? Sobriety. I could get over there, you know. Got my wits about me, so I sat in the corner and I'd just be people watching. And like 3 out of the 5 times this guy would be eye contacting me. I'm like, alright, I feel you, that's your woman, I got you, bro. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? The gentleman's contract. I live by the golden rule. I don't fuck with you. If I know you got a man, I don't fuck with you. And that seemed like her man, so I stopped looking at her, stopped watching her dance. She was a good dancer. Well, she was entertaining. She was like being goofy. She was entertaining to look at. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't nothing sexual or nothing. It was just like she's one of the 2 or 3 women that are dancing, and the other 2 are old as fuck. And there's a lizard. There's either her dancing, who's entertaining, the 2 old ladies dancing, or a big ass orange lizard crawling on people's backs. You know what I'm saying? Those are the 4 things to look at. So I chose the entertaining one, and then when I would just like glance throughout the bar, this guy would be looking at me. So I'm like, alright. Then I just left. It was getting late. It was like 10:30. I was like, I'm sober. Hopefully my damn monsters are wearing off and I'll be able to sleep. I stayed up till fucking 12 o'clock. I stayed up till 1 o'clock laying in bed. Just fucking Instagramming. Looking at shit on Instagram. I don't even do that, but I do that. I was awake. I was like, fuck, I should have just like stayed a little longer or something. I love music. I love DJs. I'm sorry. I love shit like that. I love being around live music, dancing, performance. I love being in that shit. Like, the only time I would go out there to drink or ask for a ride was when there's a band. When I moved. When I moved to where I'm at now, the only time I'd really go out there was if I could get a ride to go see a band or something. Because I love, like, live shit. So that's why I was, like, out so late last night, was because there was a live DJ. And he was fucking good. Sorry for cussing. But yeah. I texted the ex-wife this morning and said, can I come say good morning to my guy? Okay, she talked to me yesterday. She was like, hey, I mean, even though she'd be sending me fucking random ass, like, funny videos on Instagram. Just saying random shit. I asked her yesterday, I was like, hey, can I call? And she was like, I'm busy right now, why, what's up? And I was like, I need help remembering a song. She's like, how am I going to remember it if you don't remember it? I was like, well, I would play the song. I played it a lot. I would play it, and maybe you would remember this song I'm listening to reminds me of the song I'm trying to think of. So if you hear it and you know I played it a lot, maybe you would remember the fucking title of the song. That's just my logic, right? She's like, yeah, I can. try, but I think we should stop talking about anything that doesn't have to do with Orion, because if my boyfriend was talking to his exes like that, I'd be suspicious. I'm like, okay, alright, understood. So I asked if my guy was awake this morning, if I could come say hi. No response. 11 o'clock in the afternoon. I mean, in the morning. It's alright. I'm an hour away. About to start my route. I ain't mad at her. I wish she had this attitude while she was with me. Fucking. Anyway, sorry for cussing. I'm sorry for going negative again. Let's go into the positive direction. The guy who shot the Black Lives Matter leader in, I think it was Britain, the woman I talked about the other day. I don't know if she's alive or not. I think she is. But the guy that did it is being charged with murder or attempted murder, and most likely of a hate crime also. Hopefully. That sounds like the ideal way to go about it. But that's happening. That's the good news. Not only was he caught, but he's busted. And probably gonna get raped and murdered. He might get, I'm sorry for cussing. I'm sorry for bringing that up also. I don't mean to, but that guy, put him in a cage. Let him get touched up. That's all I'm saying. Just anybody that's stupid enough to be I'm gonna try to kill someone based on their skin color or what they're saying. Because even though it is Britain, I don't know their laws on speech, but I feel like you should say whatever the fuck you want and just pay the consequences. Suffer the consequences. But the consequence, if it's... I'm not willing to die to say something. That's a stupid thing that... I think anybody that says that, they don't understand what they're saying. You no longer can say anything else if you die because of something you say. Your speech is literally stopped. Your freedom of speech is done. You're dead. So, I watch my mouth. I'll be careful with the shit I say, but I'm still not I got my thoughts. I got my opinions. And if I think it's important to... What I'm trying to say is to be the person that's I'm gonna kill someone or try to kill somebody because of something they say. That's fucking insane. Because what if you said something? What if you had something crazy to say? What if you had something you just didn't even think was crazy to say? And someone tries to kill you for it? Does that seem right? Not to me, it don't. You get killed for something that comes out of your mouth? We all made this shit up. People made language. We just made this shit up. It didn't come with our packaging. We made this shit up and then we taught it. And we fine-tuned it over the millennium. If that's the thing. Century is 100, decades 10. It's more than a century. I think millennium's next. Is it 1,000? I'm not sure. I'll find out after this and maybe do an off-the-clock thoughts about just millennium. I don't know. But everything's good. Everything's sweet. Everything's sweet. That's not even how it goes. Yeah, life's good right now. At the moment, life's good. I feel good. I'm sure my son's fine. My dad's still alive. Talked to my mom yesterday. As far as I know, things are okay. We've had the least amount of stops I've had in like 2 months. That makes up for the rain. In the freaking last 3-4 days, I've had 70 and up, 60 and up. Yeah. Y'all have a beautiful Memorial Day weekend. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. I love y'all. I can't think of nothing to, I've talked about the news, gave a song of the day, quote of the day. Quote of the day is, we're in this till we're lines on the ground. I love that shit. That's quote of the day. Shout out Kai Straw Sushi. Check that shit out. Alright, I love y'all. Have a good day. Bye-bye.